Welcome back. This is video 27 in our series on internet radio. In this video, we're going to talk about money. Now, perhaps the goal of your internet radio station is to generate income, or perhaps you just want to cover your expenses. In this video, we'll look at a few options that will allow your station to generate income. We're joined again by Bob Arend, CEO of Wandering Sheep Productions. Welcome along, Bob.
Thank you.
Well, Bob, the most obvious solution that first comes to mind is good old-fashioned radio advertising.
Yes, what many commercial stations do is build an audience and then sell that audience to an advertiser. In other words, they use a certain type of programming to attract a certain type of listener. That is their target audience. Then they approach businesses who want to reach that target audience. If you're aiming at a particular community, perhaps a local area or people with a common interest, then you may want to approach businesses who have an interest in reaching that community. For example, if you're broadcasting to fans of classic rock, you may attract retailers of online music, magazines, clothing, and books. If you're broadcasting to an ethnic community or language group, you may attract retailers of books in that language, or suppliers of ethnic food. So you have listeners and you have airtime. Why not sell some of it? Calculate what you want to charge and create a rate card and publish that on your website.
So Bob, what if you're simulcasting on both terrestrial radio and the internet?
Well, then remember that your program is reaching two distinct audiences. Make sure that's clear to potential advertisers, because this adds value for them. Of course, if you're running commercials on your station, you need to be able to guarantee that a paid commercial will be played the agreed number of times at the correct day and time. You must determine who will produce the commercials. Sometimes the advertiser has already paid for them to be produced. Sometimes they'll expect you to produce them. So you'll need to access a production studio and have a rate for that production.
What about advertising banners on the radio station website?
Yes, that's also a good idea. When someone clicks on the ad, it takes them to the advertiser's webpage. Again, work out how much you will charge for this in advance. You can either charge a fixed price for a set period of time or a price per click. Here's a good solution. Offer packages for both radio commercials and website banners. Of course, the first question an advertiser will ask is, how many listeners do you have? That's why those listener statistics in video 24 are so important. And if you don't have the time or inclination to visit potential advertisers, you can always contract pay-per-click ads through services like Google AdWords.
Well, Bob, tell us about an affiliate program. What exactly is that?
This is what is sometimes called click-through. When a song is playing, the album artwork is displayed on your player. If the listener likes the song, they click on the album cover and it takes them to the site of an online music retailer, perhaps Amazon or iTunes. They get the sale and you get a commission. But for this to work, your metadata must exactly match their catalog information. The Amazon and iTunes website have more information about this.
Now, what about the stations that are non-profit, the ones that are operated simply for the enjoyment of the operator and for the listeners?
Well, as we've already learned, nothing on the internet is free. So many stations give their listeners the opportunity to donate online to meet expenses. You can set up a credit card facility with your bank, and then your web designer can include this in your page. PayPal and Bitcoin are also popular, and there are widely used apps such as PushPay that you can use as well.
Great. Thank you, Bob. Well, this is a huge topic that we've only just touched on, and as usual, we welcome your feedback here or here, or here. In video 29, we will look at marketing ideas for your internet's radio station. But stay with us for video 28, that's up next, as we learn about station branding. That's here with the Online Radio Training School. Happy broadcasting.